All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. New episode of Goosebump Moments Presents. Today's guest is Steve Bodtenberg, co-founder of Goconnections. And we're going to be talking about that. Goconnections actually is one of the hottest new networking groups on virtual networking. So let's talk about that. Welcome, Steve.
Hi BJ, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, even though it's 6 o'clock in the morning here. Yeah, but that's okay. I love doing what I do, and I don't mind getting up that early for it.
You
Okay,
normally get
so
up at 2 o'clock anyway, so that's all good.
I'm sorry.
You normally get up at 2 o'clock in the morning anyway, so
I do. You know me so well. I do. Yes. So and I want everybody to know that because we are live, if you have a comment, put a comment in the comment section, and it will appear on the screen. So you can be live with us in comments. All right, Steve, tell us about Goconnections. Why was it founded? What's the purpose of it? And how can people get excited about it?
right. So Steve Gaston and I, so with the two Steves, one Steve B, one Steve G, we launched it in April this year. The idea initially was 6 events a month for £15, which is less than $20. We were looking doing kind of networking groups that no one else was doing, so different kind of topics and conversations. Mid-May, I launched out to a very good friend of mine called Sean Hewitt from the Trusted Business Community. And I said, look, he said, can we look at a collaboration? So your members can come to our events, our members can come to yours. And it just kind of taken off since there. I think from middle of May, when we launched the collaboration, to middle of September, just in that period there, we've now got 10 networking groups within the collaboration. So if any member is, if anyone's a member of any of them groups, they can access now all events across all 10 networking groups without paying any more money.
Yeah, and I want to make that very clear, because there is some slight confusion about that. If you belong to any of the 10 collaborative groups as a member,
Yep.
you have access to all of the Goconnection chats and virtual networking groups.
Yeah, paid members.
Yes. Now, if you are not a member of any of those collaborative groups, you can directly join Goconnections and still have access to all of the collaborative partners.
Correct.
I just want to make that very clear, because in my conversations with people, that is somewhat of a confusing moment for people.
I think it's confusing because it is new.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone else doing what we're doing. We also launched Goconnections in the USA pre-launch. 1st of August. We're officially launching that on the 1st of November, and we've already got 3 collaborative partners in the US joining our collaboration when we launch on the 1st of November. So anyone who joins before the 1st of November has the rest of the month or a couple of months maybe free while we grow their numbers. And then if they come to Goconnections USA as a guest, for example, they'll get access to them events only. If they pay the £15 and join as a member, which has got 0 contract, it's pay as you go monthly. Once they join, they then get access to all the meetings throughout all of the collaborations globally for less than $20.
And now let's talk about the global connections, because I know a lot of people say, to be fair, once you come into Goconnections, you have access to how many? Like 120 different events?
At the moment, for October, we're saying about 100, because in October you've got 5 weekends, you've only got 20 work days. So there's about 100 at the moment, but for November, we keep looking about 120, 130. But what our aim is, by the end of next year, hopefully to have 500 events monthly that you can choose to go to for £15, less than $20.
Which is phenomenal. I mean, that is just basement cheap. But I want to make sure people understand that just because you have access to all of those events doesn't mean you have to go to them. If you're a busy business and you only have 30 minutes instead, most of these calls are an hour. But
all an hour.
But if you only have 30 minutes a week, then just drop in, say hi, tell us a little about yourself, and you can, as the Americans say, you can skedaddle. You can.
Yes. But the thing is, on that though, some of the networking groups might host speed networking, and obviously they always say, look, be here for the hour.
Right.
If you're 15 minutes late, they might not let you in because they've got the spreadsheet sorted, who's meeting who. So we would say give it an hour, but you've got so many meetings to choose from, so find one that fits your diary. But also, when we're talking about the cheapness of what we're charging, it actually gets cheaper than that because all the paid members get their own affiliate link. So every person who joins Goconnections via their link, we're paying them back £5 per person per month. So theoretically, they could network globally, bring 3 people, pay us 15, we're paying them £15 back. So they're networking globally free. So it gets even cheaper than £15.
Which is, who wants to argue free? Yeah, seriously. It's a good deal. And that is part of the uniqueness of Goconnections. So tell us some of the partners that are in.
What do you want me to tell them? Obviously, I'll
name them off because we're global.
Okay, so we've got a company called Ask the Expert, which is obviously business challenges, anything that you're going through, you're stuck with in your business, you can come to their meetings. We've got Biz Social, which is based in Scotland. We've got B2B Solutions for Growth, which is based in Australia. We've got Bobby's Business Club, which is based in Australia. We've got the Business Community, where it's like my home area, Northamptonshire of the UK. We've got Club 555, which is Scotland. What's next? We've got Goconnections, Corn, Trusted Business Community, and your partnerships. And apologies if I missed anyone else, but I think that is the 10 at the moment. But again, we've got 3 more joining us in 1st November in America, and we've got a pile of people to speak to over here who also wants to get involved.
I'm telling you, folks, this is one of the best things. Steve and I have been prolific networkers for many years, and what Goconnections brings is unique, and it does give you the exposure, if you will, to not just people like here in America, which I really do want to encourage some of the businesses here in America to reach out to me and let's have a conversation about that, because the UK is killing it. Let's just be honest. They're just flat out. They get it. They get why networking is so important for your business. And anyway, it is unique. I've been in several networking groups that are just not. They're not conducive to small business, and that's what I like about Goconnections. And I'll be honest, I'm a member of 3 of these platforms. I'm a member of Goconnections. I'm a member of your partnerships, and I'm a proud award-winning member of the Trusted Business Community. So I'm very prolific in this whole group. So I
think with some of the networking groups, so I think especially when after COVID everyone's go back to real life networking, which is an amazing thing to do. But we're not looking at stepping on people's toes. We want to keep everything we do online for the global reach, not just the local reach. I can go to a local networking event where I live, but I think there's a lot of businesses out there that don't need to work local anymore. They can work national or global.
Right.
So that's what we're trying to offer them. So, and every time we look at what events we're going to do ourselves, because every country we work with, we do 6 of our own events as well as a collaboration. So we're always looking for kind of to do events that no one else is doing, because, if we go to America, we do speed networking, and then someone else joins us from the States, we will change our speed networking to something else. Mm-hmm. So we'll work with people, not in competition with. It's all about collaborating with, not competing with. So that's what we're trying to do. But all networking groups need help.
They do.
30, 40 members. If they can join the collaboration and get 10 more guests in them events, there's 10 more people for their members to speak to and upsell to, and also giving them the opportunity to go elsewhere. Because someone might be, for example, I remember one networking group that meets, say, 2 o'clock on a Thursday, but things might change. So after a couple of weeks, they can't make 2 o'clock on Thursday anymore. So they might decide, oh, is this networking group I'm a member of still worth paying for? Because I can't go to every meeting. But if that networking group is part of the collaboration, and then the member looks out, wow, look at all these other events I'm getting within my membership, they will stay with that networking group because they're seeing the bigger picture of everything else they're getting with that price.
There's two things. One of the reasons I like Goconnections so much is because you have options. You have options. It's not like some of the other networking groups. And again, I'm not disparaging them. They have their reasons. They have their purpose. They have their fans, and that's fine and wonderful. And I don't want to step on their toes. But here in Goconnections, you have options. And that's what I like so much about it. Secondly, I do want to remind people, don't get intimidated, because this Goconnections is based out of the UK. And when you go into checking out some of the things, you're going to see UK time. But speak to that, because when an American goes in and they see it's at 10 a.m. UK time, which means here in the States, it's going to be 4 or 5 a.m.
We've actually overcome that. So when they go to the website to log in to access them events, they see the events in their time zone.
That's
so.
Yeah.
If we're holding an event, like for example the USA events we do on Mondays, UK time, that's 5 o'clock. But in America, it's got to be 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, depends where they are in the States. So when they go to the website to look at the events, they will see it in their time zone, not the time zone that we're in.
Which is brilliant. And that makes that again, that speaks to the options that you have, because now it can be more conducive to your schedule.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've just done it this week, actually. I booked into a meeting at 11 o'clock. So 11 o'clock in the morning, I'm kind of tapping on the Zoom screen to see, wondering why I can't get in. And then I realise it's 11 o'clock PM, not 11 o'clock AM.
Yeah.
12 hours early.
Yeah.
But when
I've done that. Yeah.
It just translates everything for you. It's in your local time zone. Your diary is in your local time zone, so you could just compare. So it's a brilliant way of doing it. And you've also add to calendar function as well, which is a great add-on. So you like an event, just add it to calendar, pops up, and then when you look at the event, the access Zoom is just in front of you. So you just click on that, you're in the meeting. Nice and easy.
Yeah, it is very easy. It's very, very what's the word? User friendly. It really is, and it's designed that way. Yeah.
There's been a lot of hours our end. It's not just what's looking right; it's what is easiest for the customer. But obviously, because Goconnections is very complex, you can join Goconnections or the collaboration. The website is very busy. But then hopefully, when you start scrolling, there is directions of what to go to, depending on what you're looking for. So yeah.
And let's be fair. If you reach out on LinkedIn and connect up with Steve, you have any problems, just get a hold of him and he'll help you. He'll help you maneuver through it. So
the first email the members get, and also the guests as well. So the guests get an email with all the details, all the events for their country. When they join, they also get a new email on how to use the videos, and also a personal link to my diary, which they can use as often as they want. So anytime, daily, weekly, monthly, I'm here to help them on their journey and get them networking, and also get to know them, what kind of networking they're looking for, and any instructions I can make as well. So it's a good experience that we try and give. But obviously everyone's different, everyone's got different ideas. So
exactly. And that, again, that speaks to how you guys have set up this Goconnections, because you have made it so friendly, so user friendly, so adaptable, so optional. It is brilliant. It really is brilliant and unique.
6 months old now, so that's all it is. 6 months old. So
it speaks to how fast this group is growing and how much people are really enjoying it. So,
but we have got a lot of and every group within the collaboration is a good networking group. They've all got their they've all got their upsells. So, for example, Sean at Trusted Business Community. Hi, Sean. Obviously, Sean's got the badge of trust. Brian Morrison from Biz Social has got his lead generation.
Mm-hmm.
Colin from Club 55 Sorry, Jim Meldrum, he's got his LinkedIn training. Everyone's got their own kind of upsell. And obviously, they're all looking for more members. So having that functionality where you can join one, access all, everyone's going to benefit. And lastly, there's no money changing hands with any of the groups. So we don't pay them to join. They don't pay us to be a member. It's just working together and trying to keep the ship steady moving forward, not falling over to one side.
Yeah. Now let's quickly, because we're almost out of time here. Quickly, let's talk about if you join one of the collaborative partners and you're not comfortable, but you want to go to another one. Speak to that, because there are rules.
Right. Okay. So obviously every networking group within a collaboration got their own prices and terms and conditions. So what we don't allow is if, for example, someone joined one of the groups and then through the meetings they found another one within collaboration cheaper, we don't let them jump ship. You know, so if you, for example, join one, say Group A, for example, you can't leave Group A to join Group B, because that, you know, if you're just looking at saving a few pounds, are you really the kind of people we want here? So
exactly.
The rule place is, if you're looking at jump ship, we'd either suggest, if you want to keep the collaboration open, go back to the group who introduced you to the collaboration, or leave for 6 months, come back and join anyone you want to. So that's just a rule we've got to protect each other.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's collaboration. We're not competing. We're not looking at lowering our prices to be the cheapest or the most expensive or the most value. Everyone does their own thing, but we're all working together.
And it's just good business practice.
Exactly.
You know, it's integrity and character and all that stuff that we want to keep strong within that community.
Exactly.
Okay, so how do they get a hold of you?
Right, BJ, well, I'm hoping as you are a member, you're going to use your affiliate link. So people will, when they join, you get a few pounds on the back of that, because obviously you're a member, BJ. So I think it'd be wrong of me to put the affiliate, the link in there when they could be using yours. So BJ, I'll leave that to you.
Okay. Well, actually, just reach out to me either on Facebook or on LinkedIn, and I'll give you that affiliate link. And we will we'll have a chat about all of that.
And
now, how about you personally? How do they get a hold of you?
Well, okay, I'm on LinkedIn. It's Steve Bodtenberg. It's Bodtenberg. If you go on Google, there's only one person with that name in the globe, as far as I know. But yeah, just reach out. All my contact details are on LinkedIn. My phone number, my email address, my calendar. So yeah, just reach out. And we do like having one-to-ones with our members to find out what they're about.
Right.
Because, you know, we might be on a different networking group where we can refer them. So it's all about the know, the like, trust.
Correct.
We'll start referring, getting them one-to-ones in the diary.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm telling you guys, just get a hold of Steve or myself, and I promise you we'll have a very interesting chat. We want people to join. We want people to enjoy this platform. So get a hold of us, and you can see we are very passionate about this. So get a hold of us and let's see if we can bring you in. That's what we want to do. So
our then is UK time. It's 5 o'clock this evening. That's USA Connections. What time is it with you, BJ? The America event this afternoon.
It's at what time?
5 o'clock UK time. So
okay, it'd be 11 o'clock Central here.
If you're available this afternoon, this 11 o'clock Central. Come on the event. You can be my guest. Come and try it for a few weeks.
Yep.
And then hopefully with a few one-to-ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you so much, Steve, for giving me your time. I appreciate it. And catch this live. It's on LinkedIn. It is on my Facebook page, on my business page, Goosebump Moment Presents. And if you want the link to the YouTube video, just reach out to me and I'll give you the YouTube link. So thank you so much. And by the way, if you are interested in perhaps becoming a sponsor for this show, reach out to me, because I can offer you one hell of a deal as a sponsor. So yeah, reach out to me and let's see what we can do for you and get you noticed. My tagline, I want to help you find your magic and your dynamicity. And I want to help small people, small business. We are in this business for people helping people. And that's what our passion is. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks, Steve, so much.
Thanks, BJ.
And we'll see you on the next episode of Goosebump Moment Presents.